Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you here today. Okay, good. Let me welcome you here today. I'm Joe Wilson, Wilson Auctioneers Incorporated. We do appreciate your attendance today. Spencer, shut that door if you don't mind, please. We're excited to have the opportunity to offer this 216 acres to you. I'll explain more about that in just a moment. Let me introduce those that will be helping me. Spencer Wilson, our son, my son, is not our son. He's my son. Most people won't claim him, so I'm not going to try to put him off on y'all. Doug Westgate, one of our licensed agents, who is not my son. Ken Betke, our closing coordinator, one of our licensed agents. Chuck Dacus is here. David Brewer, the president of our company, now an executive broker. And then Peter Guerin is operating the internet portion of the auction. Let me take a moment. Are we on? Yes, we are online. There we are. Let me welcome those that are on the internet with us. We do appreciate you being with us as well. We do thank you guys. We always have a lot of lookers and watchers and listeners online, and occasionally we have bidders, and we do appreciate the opportunity for you to do that. That is something for all of you to keep in mind. If you see a real estate auction, real estate only, that is coming up, and you some reason can't attend or can't be here, like today, I know we've got two different registered bidders that have looked at the property and they couldn't get here, so they're potential bidders online. Peter will be handling that for us. But that is something you can do. Just go on. Don't wait until the morning of the auction, but a day or two in advance, go on and register and say, I want to be an online bidder, and then David or somebody in our office will contact you and make arrangements for you to do that, and you can bid on the property just as if you're sitting on the ground like you are today. Terms of the sale today, this is going to be offered in one tract, 216 acres. At least we believe that's what they're. Let me go ahead and tell you, there is not this is, number one, a court-ordered auction ordered sold by the court, so that's why we're here today. And because of that, this is not technically an absolute auction. The court's got to approve this auction. I feel like there is a nearly 100% chance that this will be approved. I don't think you're wasting your time today, and we're not wasting our time. It does them no good not to sell this property today, so I think it will be sold, but it is a court-ordered auction, and the court will have to approve the sale. Terms of the sale today is $40,000 down as earnest money. We ask you to be prepared to give us a cashier's check, $40,000. That'll be deposited in our real estate escrow account and left there until closing. And we are using lenders. Is that correct, Doug?
Yes,
Lenders Title Company. We are using Lenders Title Company in Hot Springs to handle the closing. And because this is a court-ordered auction, most of the time it takes a few weeks to get that order back, and then we'll schedule the closing. But you do have up to 30 days from the time the order has been approved, and maybe they can get it approved tomorrow, but sometimes it takes a few days. So you do have up to 30 days from that date, the date the order is approved, to close the transaction. We can close it as quickly as possible if you're a cash buyer, but that does mean, that brings up a good point, being a cash buyer. If you're not a cash buyer and you know you're going to have to finance this property, just make certain, without a shadow of a doubt, that you can get the financing, because this is not selling subject to you obtaining financing, okay? What that means is, if you're the high bidder today and you get $40,000 earnest money and then for some reason you can't get it financed, you've got the great opportunity and potential to forfeit that $40,000. And I can promise you the court does not want your earnest money, nor does Wilson Auctioneers or these sellers and heirs today. So just be certain you can close. You can get your money anywhere you want to, finance it, do whatever you want to do, but it is not being sold subject to that. Now, let me go over something that just 2 minutes ago, we got some very, very good news. And Dale, this is going to change everything that we just talked to you about. We have now got committed from all the parties involved that we will be able to give a special warranty deed on 100% of this property with title insurance. So you're going to get title insurance on 100% of this property with a special warranty deed. Originally, there was a 20% ownership that was deeded originally as a quitclaim deed. Now they have decided. We just had a conference call 5 minutes ago with all the attorneys involved, and they've all agreed to give a special warranty deed on 100% of the property with title insurance. So that is very good news. So you don't have to worry about jumping through hoops trying to get something cleared up. The way they talk, that has already been done. There are city utilities that adjoin this property: city water, electricity, natural gas. And because we were not able to get a certified survey on this property, we have researched the records. We have drawn it out. We've gone to 3 or 4 different websites and laid it out, which is pretty easy to do anymore. And we've come up with just a few tenths of 216 acres. So we believe there is 216 acres, or very, very close to that you're buying today. But the fact of the matter is, this is the way this works. We're selling you this property today off of a legal description. The legal description that you have, we think it's very close to 216. But because I can't absolutely look at a survey and tell you that, we're going to sell this property by the total dollar today, not by the acre. And normally we would sell 216 acres, so much per acre times 216. If it brings 2,000, 3,000, whatever the number is, times 216, that's what the contract price is. But because it may come up to be 217 or 215, we can't do that because we sure don't want to misrepresent anything to you. So you're buying this by the dollar today, by the total dollar, 100,000, 200, 500,000, whatever it is. And then the balance will be due at closing with $40,000 down, title insurance, and special warranty deed on 100% of the property. You've had an opportunity to look at this. I could read all the amenities about it as far as, all the mature timber that's on it, all the road frontage that's on it, where it is. You can see a pretty accurate, at least we feel like it's fairly accurate, aerial photograph right there, which basically shows you that the majority of the property lays on this side of Highway 51, which is this. And then you've got an additional tract that lays on the opposite side of the highway. And we figured, what did we say, 33 acres, 35 acres?
38-ish.
38-ish acres on this side of the road, something like that, 37, 38 acres. Really, really prime property. But again, it's going to be sold all together, 100% by the dollar, and go from there. Any questions? Anybody? Online, Pete. Any questions on the internet or in person?
No, they're ready online.
Now's your opportunity. Well, I'm ready too. Any questions? That's good. That means everybody understands what we're doing. All right, let me ask you, I do want to take this opportunity. I know we've got several church members here. They were so nice and kind to let us use their church. We really appreciate that, folks. They provided coffee. They provided maybe the best cinnamon roll I've ever put in my mouth here, and there's plenty. If you want one before you leave, get you a cinnamon roll and drink a cup of coffee on this gracious church for providing this room to us, and I do want to thank them as well. Any questions? Let me ask you to do me one more favor, not only because I'm in a church, but about 35 years ago I started praying before every auction, and I'm going to do that today. Let me ask you to bow your head. I'm going to open this word of prayer, and we're going to begin. Father, thank you for this opportunity to be in your beautiful creation. I thank you for this church and this church body. I pray you bless this church and continue to bless and grow the way I'm sure they are. I pray for everybody on the ground today and on the line. Give all these people safety as they leave. I pray for this auction today and just let your will be done. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Thank you very much. Now let's have an auction sale, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Yes, I will. Okay, I'll be happy to do that. Let me go ahead and read. This is case number. This is in the Circuit Court of Hot Springs County, Civil Division, 2nd Division. I'm not going to read all the parties that are involved, but it is case number 30CD-16-185. This is a petition to order this property sold at public auction, and Wilson Real Estate Auctioneers, Inc. is the company today. Okay, let's have an auction sale. You start it and you stop it, ladies and gentlemen. Just kick it off somewhere. Start it when I buy it. Start it $1,000 to get for it. Start it somewhere. How much? Started we on a buy it. $500,000 where? 500,000 where? 500, 500 if it'll buy it when you get 400. 300. 200.
100,000.
100,000. Thank you. More than I had. 200 where? 100,000. Now 2. 100 to give 2. 150,000. Thank you. Now 200. 152. 200,000 to middle of Bible to give 200,000. 150. Now 2. 2. We give 200 to middle of Bible to give 200. I've got 200 way in the back. Now new man in all the way.
210.
I've got 210, thank you, now 220, 220, thank you, now 30, 220, 30, now 40, 240 in the back, now 50, 240, 50, 50, now 60, 260,000, now 70, 270 to the middle of the Bible, 270, come on, 270, thank you, now 80, 280 in the back, now 90, 290, now 300, 300, now 10, 310 in the middle of the Bible, now 20, 320 in the middle of the Bible, now 30, 320, 330, 30, 30, 330, 330, thank you, now 40, 330, the bid's right here at 330, 340, 330,000, now 40, 340, 40, 40, 340 to middle of the Bible to get 340, 330, you get it, 40, now 50, 340, 350, 50, 50 to 350. You guys, everybody in the room knows what this property's worth. I don't think you're paying too much yet. I don't think you're anywhere close to it. Here's 216 acres that's got huge potential with a lot of money and timber on it as well. I've got 340,000, 350, 340 now 50, 340, thank you, 350 now 60, your man's out. 350 here now 50, 350, 350, 350, middle of 350, 350 now 60, 360,000, 350,000, 350 middle of $360,000 bill, 350 now 60. Ladies and gentlemen, when you're through, I'm through, and I'm going to sell it. I'm not going to stand here for 30 minutes and beg you to bid. Right now is your opportunity. And I've got 350,000 plus the buyer's premium. Don't forget the 10% buyer's premium.
I know you announced this had to be approved by the court, but this is past the...
This is the court's going to approve the sale. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
I've got 350 bid plus the premium, 360 where? 350,000 now 60. 350, 360,000. 350, would he give 355? Let you in for a nickel. 355, yes. Thank you. 355, now 60. 355, and you get 360. 355, and you think that just another 5 more thousand. 355, now 60. 355,000, 360. 360,000, the middle of 350. 355, 60. 355,000, now 60. Let me tell you what you're going to do tomorrow. You're going to kick yourself out of bed for not buying this property. That's not too much money for what we're offering you here. 355,000, 360,000, sir. 355 and you get 360. 355 and you get 360,000 in the middle of $360,000 bill. Are you done? $360,000. I'm going to sell it. $360,000 to middle of Bible to get 360,000. Try him one more time, sir. 355, 360,000. Then you want to do it. 355, 360 in the back. 355, and you think 360,000 going once. 360,000 going twice. 360,000 to middle of Bible to get $360,000 bill. Are you done? Tell me no one more time, sir, and I'm going to drop the hammer. You're done. 355,000 online, Peter. 360,000 last call. 355,000, 360,000. Anybody? Last call. You just look like you want to. You're done. Thank you. 355,000, 360,000.
I think we're clean.
Then I sold it, 355,000 right there, plus the buyer's premium. Give him a nice round of applause. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being here today. The auction's over. Thank you. Buyer number, yeah, the buyer number, John. What's your number?
853.
What is it?
853.
853. The buyer's number is 853. Thank you very much again. Those that are online with us, thanks for your attendance and your opportunity to be in today. Thank you.
And we'd love to. What is it about here? And